Hi, everybody. It's Thursday already, publication day for the Sagersville Independent, a complete breakdown on COVID-19 cases. A host of other reports that I have not even got to on the program as of yet. It still astounds me after 2 years of owning the local television news and the Sagersville Independent that I still, with both entities, can't get to all of the local headlines. But we certainly make a great effort and a great deal of news to be had in today's edition. Our throwback, of course, Thursday page brought to you by our local attorney Grover on it just across the way is always a wonderful read. And as well, you will find a lot of sporting information, a lot of great sports stories as we have had to search far and wide, not so much as of the very late with some of our college athletes and local athletes finally getting to play a little bit in their respective field, but nevertheless, some great sports write-ups each week. This week, of course, is as well one of those, so we hope you get an edition. And I'll maybe talk to you about a few of the reports on tomorrow. Simply not time tonight. COVID-19-wise, we set records again today for McGoffin County and for the state. And just when I thought numbers had in McGoffin County gotten as bad as they have been, they've gotten worse in the past few moments in regards to our total cases. And well over half, we're nearing well over half of the residents of the Sagersville Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center have now tested positive, with well over a dozen just confirmed today. I'll go through that as well. A host of other news and information. I do have a couple of things, and one of those weather-wise. Now, if you actually look at the map, I don't have time to pull up the graphic, if you will. There is a red flag warning in effect. McGoffin County technically just outside of that zone, but I wouldn't want you to even look at that because you don't really need to read into that. We're still seeing essentially the same winds, low humidity down at around 20-25%, dry conditions, all prime for forest fires. It is forest fire hazard season, and that's why, because this is a prime time of the year. Leaves on the ground, high temps like we've seen today, high winds, low relative humidity, all make for just prime conditions, so please take that into condition. The red flag warning actually expiring at around 7 today, but these conditions are going to persist. I've got the same sun, it's a beautiful forecast, but the same sun, winds, and low humidity for days, so please keep that in mind. Don't burn anything outside unless you have to, and if you do, it's before 6 a.m. or after 6 p.m. A McGoffin County man remains jailed this evening after being charged with a long laundry list of charges related to an incident in which he ran from police, first in his vehicle, then on foot, and even rammed a police cruiser with his own car. 46-year-old Billy Shepard, known well by local law enforcement, on this past Friday, just before 11 o'clock, I guess, was seen driving a red Chevy Cavalier in the Coon Creek area by Deputy Dewey Marshall with the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. The vehicle only had one headlight. The officer radioed to other authorities who were in the area and tried to make a traffic stop, but Shepard did not stop. He fled in the vehicle for several miles, approximately 10 to 15 miles, and actually at one point threw a small baggie out the window in front of the Coon Creek Church. While the officer was behind him, he continued to follow him around the Tick Lick area. The vehicle actually finally stopped. The officer exited his vehicle upon stopping behind it and tried to make contact with Shepard, but that's when Shepard got in his vehicle, put it in reverse, and then struck the deputy's cruiser, actually striking the deputy in the leg in the process. From what I understand, he suffered only minor injuries and was able to continue to give pursuit. Shepard was then finally stopped on a dirt road near the McGoffin-Johnson County line on Route 40 and finally got out of his vehicle throwing a camouflage bag on the ground in front of him and then fled on foot. He was nabbed by police just a short time later, but not going down without at least initiating an altercation. After arrested, police went back, found the camouflage bag, and inside found a quantity of drugs in different quantities: buprenorphine, gabapentin, hydrocodone, Xanax, syringes, small clear baggies, marijuana, methamphetamine. The list goes on: digital scales, spoons, paraphernalia, and the like, as well as a small amount of cash. They also went back to the Coon Creek Church and found the plastic baggie that he threw out. Inside that, believed to be methamphetamine. Also, the vehicle had no valid registration plates and no valid insurance. He faces fleeing and evading on foot and in motor vehicle, assault and third degree of a police officer, as well as a variety of drug-related charges, including trafficking and possession, criminal littering, and the list of charges actually goes on and is quite long, and he remains lodged in the Big Sandy jail. In other news, all week long, I've had at least an intention of going down to check out the new Robin Holbrook Memorial Bridge there, the White Oak Bridge. It is now open. Of course, that does some people some good, not all, because you still have to take the detour. You can't use Pricey on this one either, as a lot of folks have been getting to see Port Pricey. If you don't live on Pricey, you don't go down there that often. It's a beautiful part of the county, and I've gotten to really enjoy spending some time if it's just traveling through that detour, but that won't work right now because the culvert very near West Liberty, around the 18.9 mile marker, is being replaced. So still, you have to take a detour around or on 205 or in the Parkway to get to West Liberty for the next several weeks, 3 to 4 weeks longer. But after that, at least I know of no other major construction efforts that will keep that road closed. So the bridge is fixed. Beautiful new bridge. It's open. You can get to that point and almost to West Liberty, but just not quite. So just a reminder. I know they've even got signs up just as soon as you hit the Ivy Point Hill going out of Sagersville to let you know about the detour that you need to get off on 30 and make your way around. With that said, I suppose we'll go to our local COVID update. It's grim. I have no other way of putting it, as is our state as well. And I'll get to that in just a second.
Hello, this is Bob Hutchison for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You know the old saying, when the going gets tough, the tough drive a Ram truck or a Jeep. Okay, so it's a new saying, but it's true. Get 0.9% financing for 72 months on Jeep Renegades and 0.9% for 84 months on the tough Ram truck. Remember, with our credit rebuilding program, we can put you in a car or truck today.
There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785. It's definitely fall and Christmas time at the seasonal shop. They've got new arrivals, front to back, new women's fall clothing with the latest styles and trends, leopard, camo, loungewear, cozy sweaters, and more. And they know these days are a little more relaxed with not as much travel and schedules aren't as packed, so they've got plenty of clothes for casual days at home or around town. Everyone loves a t-shirt, and they've got something for everyone, even the guys. Simply Southern has some amazing fall releases, and they have them all. Boots, bags, vests, Sherpas, accessories, their famous tees, and the home decor continues to arrive daily, and you'll fall in love with every new piece. No matter what your style, they've got pieces for you in your home. And as always, they offer in-town deliveries, curbside pickup, shopping over the phone, shipping, and registries. And their Facebook Lives are back, so follow their page for more information and pictures of new arrivals and deals of the day at the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. Same 6 decades of experience, same undivided dedication and focus on winning your case. New location. The law offices of McFarland and Tinker are now located on Route 114 in the former McGoffin Farm Bureau location. Motor vehicle accidents, Social Security disability, SSI claims, wrongful death and workers' compensation and work injury cases. Call 349-9000. McFarland and Tinker. Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire.
Hello, this is Bob Hutchison for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You know the old saying, when the going gets tough, the tough drive a Ram truck or a Jeep. Okay, so it's a new saying, but it's true. Right now, you can get employee pricing on most Jeeps. Get 0.9% financing for 84 months on the tough Ram truck. Remember, with our credit rebuilding program, we can put you in a car or truck today.
So let's go ahead and begin with our state COVID update before we get to our local, mainly for the fact that we've got some numbers just coming in to add on to what was already a record-setting day, and it's not a good thing. Of course, yesterday, Governor Beshear After a record 33 deaths in Kentucky for just Tuesday alone, he issued new restrictions which were widely anticipated, unknown to their degree, but that, of course, included no indoor food or beverage consumption at any of Kentucky's bars or restaurants for the next several weeks. Also, up to 8 people maximum, 2 households for private social gatherings, including, of course, the holidays. Gyms, fitness centers, pools, other indoor recreation facilities can operate at only a 33% capacity. No group practices. Individual exercising is going to be allowed. Venues such as theaters, weddings, funerals, limited to 25 people per event. Any business which can operate off-site and be closed to the public needs to do so. Of course, that also includes limiting, if you have to remain open, to 33% your number of employees. And of course, all public and private schools, K through 12, to cease in-person instruction starting this Monday. That goes through January the 4th. Elementary schools can begin, if they're in Orange County, on December the 7th. There's not going to be an Orange County anywhere by December the 7th at the given rate. I'll show you today's map in just a few moments. In regards to churches, houses of worship, the governor asked religious leaders across the state, again today, to immediately suspend all in-person gatherings and their houses of worship for the next 3 or 4 weeks. The president of the Kentucky Council of Churches said today, I quote, he believes that is perfectly reasonable given the situation we are in with COVID-19. The governor today did announce some good news. UPS hiring 1,000 people in the restaurant industry, service industry to try to help those individuals which are seeing such financial burden and hardship right now in regards to the continued closing of their facilities or cutback. But the governor as well announced a record high for essentially everything today. Fortunately, not a record number of deaths. A new record number of cases, a new record for our positivity rate, a record number of those in the ICU, on the ventilator, and pretty much all other numbers have set new highs.
That doesn't solidify it. Today we're reporting 3,649 new cases of COVID-19. That is the highest that we have ever had. Our top 5 highest days are all in the last week. This is exponential growth, right? And it's continuing to grow, and it will continue to grow. Our job is to stop it, and that's why we have put these new steps into place that start Friday at 5 p.m. Today we're also reporting 30 new deaths. It's our second highest day. We've had 78 deaths in the last 3 days. Total number of cases now, 148,390. And 1,742 Kentuckians have lost their life due in part, at least, to COVID-19. It's hard what this virus is doing to us. It's really hard. These are people we love and care about. These are so many people, even those that don't pass away, that may have long-term implications. I mean, there is an enemy out there who is inflicting pain and damage and death on us. But we're fighting back. 437 kids tested positive in today's report.
And I believe it was 30 deaths were reported today. The governor also indicating that long-term care centers or nursing facilities, another 130 residents testing positive in the last 24 hours, 104 staff, and 17 more deaths attributed to, in some form or fashion, the coronavirus. We'll talk about our local nursing home residents and new numbers there, which are, again, very, very troublesome and concerning, when I get to our local update in a few minutes. On the heels of the governor asking everyone to only gather in the smallest of groups up to 8 and only 2 households in totality for Thanksgiving, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention today also chimed in on the holidays, warning against traveling to visit your friends and relatives this holiday, urging everyone, especially those with possible symptoms and other illnesses, to stay home. Dr. Henry Walk, he is the COVID-19 Department Incident Manager for the CDC says amid this critical phase, the CDC is recommending against travel during the Thanksgiving period, saying with 1 million new cases of the coronavirus in the United States just last week, the safest way to mark Thanksgiving this year would be to celebrate at home with the people you live with. That's all I've got, I think, for the state update. Let me go on over to tonight's community calendar. Our local update will follow. But right now, let's go to some positive news, something cheerful with maybe an anniversary and a birthday on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. First off, this in a happy anniversary to RG and Bonnie Ingram. 45 years to celebrate together today. And from friends and family who wish to join you, happy anniversary, happy 45th to RG and Bonnie Ingram. With my apologies, a birthday that came in yesterday, and I had to leave out the calendar in its entirety because of a number of late-breaking stories and updates. But for tonight, a now belated 78th birthday to AMEL Ingram from your brother and wife, family, friends, the list is long. He's all full of best wishes and lots of love. 78 birthday wishes to AMEL Ingram. Happy birthday to you. I've got just a couple of reminders as we go on to the rest of the calendar this evening. First off, a reminder that in lieu of the holiday, Thanksgiving next week, the Water Into Wine Food Pantry will be closed next week. So no food distribution next Wednesday at Water Into Wine Food Pantry at the Lakefront Church of God. Remember, this coming Monday, the 23rd, is the next McGoffin County Community Blood Drive. The Kentucky Blood Center will be at the Sagersville First Baptist Church from 1 till 5, and all donations will be screened for COVID-19 antibodies to find out if you've had it and you've been exposed and you're still immune to it, and that will be some good news. And plus, you could save a life. I don't know that it gets any better than that. Call Paul Gumby Montgomery right now. You've got till December the 11th to get $10 tickets, which all will get you registered for the grand prize, which is $3,600 worth of gift cards, $250 gift cards, and $500 gift cards from anywhere and everywhere you can imagine, Visa gift cards and the like. It's one prize totaling $3,600 in value, proceeds benefiting Special Olympics of Kentucky and, of course, Special Olympics of McGoffin County as well. And this is, I have to say it every night, I just want to make sure you all know, I think everyone does, but when you've got a calendar announcement or a birthday or anniversary, you want it on the news, this is how you do it. You want it in the paper in regards to birth announcements, birthdays and anniversaries. They're free there too. Send those to Joe, that's J-O, at SagersvilleIndependent.com. Email her, she'll take care of it.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. And to make it even better, the AppWire Holiday Sale starts now with great deals on select Samsung devices. The best devices, like the Note 20 Ultra and Galaxy S20 Ultra, are up to $400 off all month long while supplies last. Or pay even less with a great device like the Galaxy S20 and save over $10 a month off the normal price on the Appalachian Advantage. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We know that life cannot come to a complete standstill because of the pandemic, but we can make sure that you can continue to bank safely and securely by calling either branch of the Sagersville National Bank to schedule any in-lobby services, or by using either of our drive-thrus. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5, and the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. Or by taking advantage of our completely free 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, banking by phone, remote deposit, automatic payment services, and more. Sagersville National Bank, always making your banking easier and safer. This house for sale in Dixie of Sagersville represents a rare opportunity to have the home of your dreams on a premier lot that is well over a half acre in size. It has 4 bedrooms and original wood floors throughout, and has been in the same family since 1950. And it's move-in ready with the AC units and furnace just serviced, and it's also a perfect blank slate to remodel to your liking, making it an excellent investment and equity opportunity. It also has an unfinished basement and is steps from the Ramey Park and downtown Sagersville. And it's now on the market for the first time in 70 years for $147,500. Serious inquiries only can be made by calling 606-349-3699. Go with All Pro and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today. Nearly everything today is about being safe and well, and Parkway Pharmacy has 2 great ways to get your prescriptions quickly, safely, and conveniently. Simply pull up curbside and call and let them know you're there, or circle around the building and drive through. And just in, a fresh inventory of Atalo, premium CBD oil and cream products for managing pain, anxiety, depression, rest, digestion, and more. All at Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville. The votes are in and it's unanimous. The Homestyle Bowl is back for a limited time at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipes. Savory chicken strips, kernel corn, cheddar cheese, our famous gravy, all on a bed of beautiful mashed potatoes. It's a meal or a side, and it's for a limited time at your Salyersville Lee's.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Well, as I've alluded to on a couple of different occasions, just in the past 20 minutes or so or less, a record-setting day, not just in Kentucky, but for Magoffin County, positive numbers as well. In fact, when I did the following interview with our public health director, Mayor Pete Shepard, right around the 4 o'clock hour, actually around 4:30 or so, the numbers he had in this interview had already set a record. As I will tell you, following the interview, those numbers were significantly added to even before tonight's program could air. So we had 42 cases as of yesterday, Pete, and we're almost doubling that today. One day, we're almost doubling what we've had for the previous 4 or 5 days. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. We had 28 cases today. 15 of those was related to the nursing home, and we had another 13 other individuals, just family groups and stuff like that.
In regards to our nursing home patients, 15, is that all residents and or staff?
My understanding, that's all residents. It could be one staff in there, but I know it's 14 for sure, maybe one more staff, but it was 15 residents. Yeah, we should call it that.
So what's that bring us to our total of residents and staff at the nursing home?
On our records, we have 69 residents that have tested positive, and we've had 25 employees test positive there at the nursing home.
And we know yesterday we reported 5 deaths already at the nursing home. That's almost 69 total. That's almost, if not more than half of the residents who live there, I believe.
Yeah. You mean the 69 residents tested positive? Yeah, I think so. I don't know the exact number of residents they have, but it's getting close to over half.
Yeah, it's a 140 or 60 bed facility, best I can recall.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, so today's record number, 28, stands likely to even continue to grow the rest of the evening, and we'll add to that tomorrow. We're at 70 for the week already and counting. The health department also issued, I saw, 3 blanket statements in regards to churches. Can you run through those for me?
Yes, we've asked anyone that attended these 3 churches on Sunday to watch for symptoms, and if you do start seeing symptoms, to be tested. There's individuals that went to the State Road United Baptist Church, the Half Mountain Church, and the Anchored Free Will Baptist Church. So if you went there on Sunday, you need to watch for symptoms, and if you do start having anything, a sniffle or a sinus or whatever you think might be something else, you probably need to be tested.
I'm assuming that the health department has talked to representatives of all of these churches, and I'm assuming others. They're having in-person services, obviously, but are they wearing masks, or do you know during these services?
I don't know for a fact on all of them. I can't say that for sure. I wouldn't want to say that unless I knew for a fact. But we'd asked them. I know they probably have asked them, but I didn't ask the girls when they contacted them. I just know in the majority of cases that we've had with the churches that have had problems with outbreaks, they wasn't wearing masks.
And before we real quickly talk about the number of new cases that came in even after that report was just done. Here's Kentucky's incident rate map for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counties left. And look at them. They're mostly all in the 20s. At least 4, half of them are in the 20s. Other than the teens, Menifee down at 11. I hope they all stay that way and go down. But if the trend is anything like it has been this month of November, just a matter of time before they're all in the red. McGoffin County today at 76.4, Floyd County 81.1, Johnson 69.5. So those 28 cases, which our public health director just reported, were increased by 5 more in just the past hour or so. 33 cases today, and possibly with more to come before the midnight hour for McGoffin County. 33 in one day. That puts us at 75 cases thus far. That's the highest for any week thus far, and we've still got tomorrow to go, essentially, in regards to my counting, which I do from Saturday through Friday. So 70, over 70, and counting. He also informed me that in regards to the 3 churches that he referred to a few moments ago, the blanket statements which were issued this week about positive cases being in in-person services at those 3 different churches. One of those churches, the Half Mountain Church, had 2 of those 5 cases that just came in were from that church. That church has also, through contact tracing, the health department has confirmed that 18 other members of the congregation are said to be showing symptoms possibly related to the coronavirus as of right now. So 2 members of the congregation of that church service from Sunday at Half Mountain Church are positive. 18 other individuals, according to contact tracing, are said to be symptomatic, possibly with COVID-19. As for our nursing home, he referred to those 15 nursing home cases reported today. 69 residents now at the Sayersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center have tested positive. 69 residents and 25 staff. 5 deaths that have been reported to the state as of now. 69 residents in the facility, which currently houses 101. So well more, and approaching nearly all of the residents of the Sayersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center testing positive for the coronavirus. McGoffin County now has, with today's numbers, approximately 420 total cases. We have still 7 in the hospital. 1 is critical in ICU on a ventilator. All right, let's wrap it up with your forecast. Remember, red flag warning in place. Technically not for McGoffin County, but let's just not go on technicalities on this one. Low humidity, sunshine, and winds like today are going to be here for the next several days. So please, no outdoor burning before 6 a.m., after 6 p.m., until after 6 p.m., if you have to at all. Because we are, even though it's making a great potential for forest fires out there, it's still a beautiful forecast for the next few days and most all of your weekend. 31 degrees, roughly where we were last night and this morning. Again, tonight for your low on this Thursday. We'll see mostly clear skies continuing and winds continuing out of the southwest, 5 to 8, 15 miles per hour at times. But they'll be becoming calm by around midnight or so and waning between now and then. For tomorrow, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Temperature-wise, best one we got looking at us. Now, the winds are still going to be coming out of the southwest, pretty brisk, 5 to 10 to 15, 17 miles per hour at times. But sunny and 67 degrees on your Friday, and tomorrow night's low, much more comfortable. 8 degrees puts us very close to 40, so that makes a big difference in certainly nighttime and morning temperatures the following day when we get up and get moving on your Saturday. Now, Saturday, I'm sad to say, not looking in the latest update. It's just now came in since I started this show, and not as sunny for the weekend as what I was hoping 24 hours ago or even 24 minutes ago. Saturday looks to be more cloudy than sunny, dry, but 61, mostly cloudy, winds calm. Sunday, there you saw it, 63, still full of mostly cloudy skies, and then a 10% chance of showers, mainly after 5 o'clock Sunday. So it's going to be a dry weekend all the way through the latter part of your Sunday, but more clouds than sun. But showers do roll in, and the next front comes through Sunday night, a likelihood of some showers during the overnight. It will be gone. They will be gone by the time you get up Monday, but look at the cold air behind it. Monday, we've got 49 degrees and 27 for your high and low. Sunny and clear. Tuesday, 53 and 41 for your high and low. Mostly cloudy skies. 20% chance of showers. Showers likely on your Wednesday, maybe even into your Thursday. That's all I've got for tonight. No, that's all I've got time for tonight. We'll wrap up this week with a whole lot of information that you're only going to see here when I see you back here tomorrow night. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good Thursday.